back. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are not, welcome back. Hugs. Did you kiss? Mwah. Did you kiss? Mwah. Hi. So I'm not even about to cap. It's late. Like, girl, it's like 1 a.m. I've been filming all day. I'm tired, but I didn't feel right if I didn't come on here and give an everlasting word. Because I've been seeing a lot of this take place within coaching sessions and within online discourse. And of course, as always, it needs to just be addressed. So before we get any further, if you would like to book one-on-one coaching with yours truly, please feel free to click the link in my bio or description, www.lawofassumptionprincess.com. As always, please make sure you read the entire disclaimer in full before booking. It helps you out. It helps me out. It's important. It's there for a reason. So thank you. Thank you. I'm about to clock it. Like, let's just be serious. I'm about to clock the T 1000% here. Okay. A lot of y'all are so externally codependent on your 3D. And it is why your entire manifestation journey is feeling like a big ass game tug of war. What do you mean externally dependent? What does that mean? What does that look like? What I mean is y'all will create these stories surrounding a person, place, or thing and convince yourself that because in the old story you had an experience that you didn't like or you didn't identify, that means you are now a person who doesn't get what they want, who isn't loved, who isn't cherished, who nothing works for. That's one part of the problem. Number two is you will want something to show up in your 3D reality to validate the fact that you are loved and you are wanted and you're doing it right and you are cared for. See, I know that the driving force for a lot of people who are getting involved in this law, especially at the beginning, is specific person. It's specific person. It's specific person for a lot of y'all. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what happens is you start to get dependent on needing your SP to move a certain way or do a certain type of thing for you to give yourself the permission to feel like you're manifesting correctly, to feel like you're worthy of love, to feel like you get what you want in relationships. You have created a story. Before I was rudely interrupted by a phone call once again. But anyway, y'all will convince yourselves that you need the permission of your person to feel as though you're doing it right, to feel as though you're perfecting law of assumption. Like, it's creating a very toxic, codependent relationship with your 3D reality and with the people in it, because you're sending your mind a message that you need to always look outside of you for permission to be the person that you truly are. Do you see how much friction that can cause? Do you see how much friction that can cause between you, not even just you and your manifestation, but you and your general relationship with yourself, the all-encompassing way that you view yourself? There is no general healthy relationship with self in that, because you're always using something outside of you as a tool of measurement as to whether or not you're doing good, as to your continuous source of validation. That creates a very codependent, non-beneficial relationship. These people in your reality do not make you. I'm gonna say that one more time. These people in your reality do not make you. They are additions to you. And it is okay to want them. It is okay, it is more than okay to experience them the way that you desire to. But you cannot do that if you are convincing yourself that without them, you're nothing. That if they don't do the certain type of thing, the certain type of way, it's a story now that you're creating for yourself that you don't win. That doesn't help you, and it damn sure don't help them. This is why I consistently emphasize how much the law is about you because these people are just reflections of you. They're reflections of who you're telling yourself you are. They bounce off of you. Think of your specific person as bouncing off of you, because that's all they can do. That's all they can do. This is why you can never bypass yourself at any point in time in this journey. Y'all will want your SP to show up a certain type of way and do a certain type of thing, but you see how that is so counteractive with what the law actually represents? You have to first be the person who has it. And what a lot of y'all are trying to do unconsciously, you're booby trapping yourself. You're saying, when this person does exactly what I want and exactly what I need, that's when I'll know that I'm doing it right. That's when I can say that I'm good at manifestation. That's when I can say that I'm worthy of love, and now I know my self-concept is on. That's when I can say, first of all, why are you using somebody else as a measurement of your self-concept? Like I said, people are mirrors, but they are not dictators. So why the hell is you going to look at somebody else as a reflection of your self-concept? Anytime you're reflecting on your self-concept, baby, the only person you got to look to is here. And this is at any point and any time for anything in terms of law of assumption. You are the reference point. The real success story is internal. This is when the shifts start to happen. When you start to shift your way of thinking about SP, about love and relationships, about money, about job, whatever, about yourself, whatever. Y'all ask me all the time, oh, how did you manifest all these SPs? Oh, I can tell your self-concept is high. How did you get to the point in time where your self-concept is so high? And da-da-da-da-da. I centered myself. Because sending myself on a wild goose chase, chasing after any other person in this universe when they're just me pushed out, waste of fucking time. Trying to get somebody else to change before you do, trying to get something in your reality to change, when that's pointless, because the whole name of the game is the world is a mirror. The whole name of the game is everything is a reflection of you. So am I going to put lipstick on the mirror, or am I going to put the lipstick on myself? Am I going to go out and fix stuff, or am I going to fix it internally? Because the law reflects. the world reflects back to you. You have to be the person who has it first. There is no trying to get it in the 3D. That is quite naturally how the law works. You don't have to try. You have to be. But y'all will say, yeah, how do you get these SPs and blah, blah, blah. Girl, because I center myself and I know it's all coming from me. I'm not looking to a SP. I'm not looking to a circumstance, especially something that's outdated and irrelevant in the 3D to tell me what's what. That is reflective of my concept of self not being where it needs to be. That's me having an external point of focus. What am I going to do with that? What the fuck am I going to get from that? Not shit. This also funnels back to when I talk about loving yourself through your SP, because that's essentially all you're doing with any corner of your life. Any fucking thing that you want to manifest, a certain amount of money, a person, a home, a car. You're really just manifesting more of you, because you're tapping in to the limitless versions of yourself that exist in the quantum field, and you are choosing to be the version of you that has the things that you desire. It's really you manifesting yourself. It's really just you manifesting different versions of yourself continuously on and on for the rest of your days on this green earth. These little forces, these things out here that you're so afraid of, that you think are so defining when it comes to you, they're not. They are merely accessories. They are merely things that you can add to your happiness, but they do not make you. And that is why chasing them and convincing yourself that they have to do something for you to have the ability to be who you are is always going to be a waste of time. It's going to always end in you feeling drained. You realize how you always feel drained after you do some shit like that? It's because it's unnecessary. It's because you don't have to. It's because you're wearing yourself thin for no reason. You could do that. You could continuously do things like that and manifest, maybe get a little bit of movement, but you will not be able to sustain yourself, because if that's what you're focusing on, you're gonna create obstacles for yourself that didn't even exist in the first place. Because truly, obstacles and delays don't even exist outside of our awareness of it. None of the shit that you think is a holdup, a blockage, a issue, a problem, none of it exists without your consciousness and permission for it to exist. The things you're worried about, they're not real. The problems that you think are so severe, they're not real. This person not doing what you want and you thinking that it's gonna stop something and it's not real. It's not real. They are remnants from an outdated version of yourself that you decided not to identify with anymore. Unplug from it. Emotionally detach from that old story, because you don't need to be out here running around like a chicken without your head off when you could genuinely just be sitting your ass down and eating your food and getting what the fuck you want because you focused on yourself. So many people ask me all the time, how did you get rid of the third party? I'd be like, babes, what third party? That's the gag. That is the gag. I gave it no focus. I gave that no focus because if I was telling myself a story that this third party was going to stop me from getting the person that I want, that's a story. That is letting me know right then and there that I am in a state where I don't see myself as worthy of getting what I want. And I am assigning another person who has no relevancy to me getting what I want a story that they're in the way for me. That means I don't believe in myself enough, obviously. That means I don't have a good concept of self, obviously, because I'm letting somebody else who didn't have to fucking take up room in my story at all to take life and become a blockage for me. I'm describing them. I'm assigning them that role. Why would I do that? So I say, what third party? Because it wasn't even in my awareness. That story time is coming soon. That video will be coming fairly soon. Don't worry. But yes, mother needs you to stop being externally dependent, and I need you to be internally dependent. Internally knowing what the fuck is going on is the real success story. When you have it internally, you have it in every other way. There is nothing to do. Just be the bitch that gets what they want. Anchor yourself in that story. Permeate in that state of being. Do whatever you identify with. There's no wrong way to apply this law. Script, affirm, listen to subliminals, do affirmation tapes, whatever you have to fucking do. I don't give a fuck if you spin around in a circle 3 times and throw your hands in the air. It don't matter. Whatever you do, whatever you identify with that gets your feet fucking firmly planted and being the omnipotent, not operant. I don't say operant no more. On this channel, we say omnipotent over all power of your own reality. Do it. Do whatever makes you feel good. And repetitively come back to that state of being the person who is in control. We don't got time for victim state. I'm not letting you do it. Y'all about to start getting scared when you see my face because it's going to be a call out. It's going to be a call out every fucking time. Why the fuck are you being dependent on an external reality that don't mean shit? The fuck? I'm funny as shit. Anyway, bitch, I'm about to go to bed. Get into the skincare. Get into the skincare. Get into the skincare. Okay? Period. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. Don't play with her. Bitch. I know y'all see this light. I know y'all see this glow. I love this investment. This was a good investment. All right, y'all. If I stay on here, I'm going to talk forever. Okay? Make sure that if you're not, you're following me on Twitter at It's Her Universe. And also, if you are not following me on TikTok and Instagram at TiffriahGrande, I don't know what to say. If you want to see me daily, if you want to see me all the time, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Come on. Like, you're late. Step the fuck up. Step the fuck up. All right, y'all. End it here. I leave. Switching in the sessions for you.